It is my sworn oath as leader, supreme overlord of the Punishers, to lead my soldiers to beautiful glory on the battlefield. As my soldiers prepare to be tested in the dark depths of distant dungeons. Wow, did you guys hear that alliteration? That was fantastic. Excellent. It is by my command alone that our Legion of Doom shall descend upon our common foe. The cowardly, yet intimidating Varkarod. The time for bloodshed is nigh, and in the words of the great Sir Rodrigo the Brave, let's get it on! Yo, what's up guys? It's Powerbang. Welcome to today's video. We're gonna be taking a look at basically what my clan Punishers is doing to prepare for the upcoming Fortress Siege. This is gonna be dropping any day now. Looking at my calendar, like, I cannot wait. 30v30 is the plan, and I am super excited with it. So I partnered up with Netmarble to bring you guys another Lineage video and kind of show you guys exactly like what's up. So one of the things that all of our people are doing is going in and making sure we're doing all of our dailies. Now, one thing that I personally am focusing on is going in and doing my daily dungeons. Now, I've kind of talked about this in earlier episodes. You guys see the icons there on top, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can see exactly what you're going to be getting. So Monday is enchantment scrolls for weapons. Tuesday is your weapon upgrade stone. So Monday, Tuesday is weapons. You've got armor on Wednesday, Thursday. You've got accessories Friday, Saturday. And then on Sunday, it's a pick'em. Basically, you can get armor upgrade stones, you can get weapon upgrade stones or accessory upgrade stones, whatever you want. So today is Friday when I'm recording this, and it looks like accessory enhancement scrolls are what I can pick up. So I want to go make sure that I'm selecting as hard of difficulty as I can possibly do. Check the current CP that you have. I'm at 260k roughly, going up against 226. I say enter, and we go do the very hard one, and we should be able to take this out no problem at all. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Good lord. Blowing my eardrums out here. I just noticed my soul shots are on. I do not need those to be on right now at all. But we can kind of rock through this. There's usually like an initial layer of monsters when you first drop into these. There's one that immediately spawns afterwards. So there's two waves, and then there is a third wave within the same entrance room. And then you have to clear through like 3 rooms. You're gonna run up some stairs. Let the thing auto run for you so you know exactly where to go, because otherwise you can kind of get lost a little bit. Make sure you line these guys up so when you fire, you see how, like, right, well, kind of, there we go. There we go. We use our abilities, get those cooldowns going, and then just roast these guys. And boom. So in a second here, guys, I'm going to show you an ability, and that is not necessarily a common ability. It's a very rare ability, and it takes a lot of time and effort to pick up. And you have to basically either get it through farming pages from world bosses, or you can get pages given to you by your clan themselves. So I just used it right there. That was what is your healing strike. And my healing strike is basically what you get with your Forgotten Scroll pages. It's the ability, the 5th one over on my ability bar there that has 46 seconds on the cooldown right now. That is basically a big heal, and it heals yourself for about 1/4 of your health bar. And that comes in super, super handy, especially as a DPS class where you don't have the sustain that a healer does, obviously. Again, farmed a few of those pages through world bosses by going and killing them. I can show you guys probably one of those fights here in just a moment. And then I also have been lucky enough to be selected by the clan in order to receive those pages for, you know, basically rewards for doing clan dungeons. And I'll show you guys that. That was part of the intro that we watched. So here we go. We're going up against, I missed who this was, but we're in the Sanctuary of Fiends. And here comes his ability. I get knocked flat on my back, and I'm going to skip out on his damage. We just kind of sidestep it, pop the ability here. And you can see my health bar right now. I'm at 13k health. I just used Healing Strike again, and now I'm at 19k. So it healed me for like 6k, while at the same time I was taking damage. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this guy off. Archon Bow. There we go. Or Archon. I don't know, the little slow-mo finishes I absolutely love in this game. I will say that the graphics in Lineage 2, bar none, the coolest thing I've seen on mobile. Like, just I don't know what it is about them, man, but they are super, super good. As you can see, though, the daily dungeon reward for accessory enhancement scrolls. This is kind of what a lot of our guys are doing. They're finding ways that they can buff their characters up because we're trying to get as strong as possible before PvP. Another thing that we're doing is basically we're all focusing on rare gear. A lot of people want to rush their gear up to SR and just kind of dump a whole lot of enhancement scrolls and armor upgrade and weapon upgrade stones into them, but I highly recommend against doing that because those resources are very, very limited and they can get very expensive once you upgrade a ton of gear. So be very selective with what you upgrade. And when you go into your character tab, you're going to notice on the left that I have 3 pieces of SR gear that have blue in the background. This is something that every single member of the Punishers clan is looking to try to do, and also a lot of the other top clans on the server. You want to get that rare gear. Now, rare gear you can combine to get. I can drop a clip of that combination process here in just a moment. What this does is it gives you better substats on this gear for PvP play. Now, ultimately in the end game, that PvP play, such as like resilience or extra damage to players or something like that, this is extremely important when you're trying to do battle, rather than getting the random stuff like extra Adina or extra experience or whatever. Like, all that's fine and good for quests and everything, but when you're trying to go up against another clan in the Fortress Siege, like it's 30v30, that's gonna be pretty tough if you've got random like PvE stats on your gear. So the rare gear, I just got this headpiece crafted yesterday night. I was able to do a combine with my helmet. I typically recommend doing type A and A to A combinations. Basically, you farm gear overnight in a dungeon, elite dungeon of some sort, and you basically take that gear that's type A, you level it up to level 30. You do the same thing with another piece of gear. It does not have to be the same type, just as long as it's armor of some kind versus, you can't like combine an armor and a weapon or an armor and accessory. It has to be armor and armor, but it doesn't have to be the same slot. It could be head and boots. It could be head and chest. Could be head and head. It doesn't really matter. But I combined, I think, head and chest or something like that. I was able to successfully get my helm to rare status, and as you can see, there is an attribute on there called Iron Wall level 1, negative 2.5% damage, independent of final damage from other players. So that is a huge buff to my PvP stats just from my helmet. Now, if you look at my chest piece as well, same exact thing, negative 2.5% damage, independent of final from other players. And what that means is if I get this full set unlocked, that's going to be negative 10% damage incoming from other players, which can really do a lot to turn a fight. And if you don't have this rare gear equipped, it's not going to be game breaking, but it's certainly going to put you behind. Speaking of those graphics, holy cow, look at this. I mean, are you kidding me for a mobile game? Like, I mean, look at the detail, like the notches and stuff on that shoulder. That is insane. And then like all the shading and the glimmering, like they go kind of overboard on the light, to be honest, but all the lighting effects, man, really, really cool stuff. So anyways, not to get too off track, same thing on my gloves. Again, in addition to a bunch of stats, negative 2.5% damage from other players as well on this. So that's kind of the theme. Recommend getting up to rare gear before taking it up to SR. If you do have, type R gear, I would recommend not using the upgrade stones in order to take that to SR. Instead, spend your resources on combining gear to go from non-rare to rare gear, and once you get that, that is when you spend your upgrade stones and your enhancement scrolls in order to get that done. So another thing I kind of recommend, just to kind of get a feel for how your character performs in PvP, which is player versus player battle, is go do some arenas. I know a lot of our guys, take this very seriously, and they're like prideful about what rank you get. I don't necessarily look at arena like that. I've fallen really far. I'm all the way down to 255 because I haven't really played it in a couple of days. But we're gonna climb up the rankings right now. We're gonna start off by hitting this top guy. This is a spell howler, and he can do an absolute ton of damage when he channels with his ability. So our goal is to avoid that initial burst of damage. The thing about the arenas are these are real players. So here is the stuns that I'm trying to avoid. I'm gonna avoid this here. I'm gonna pop off my abilities now, and it is on. So this is basically over at this point. We're gonna trade fire a little bit, and as you can see, I've got healing strike unlocked here. So I'm just gonna keep doing damage, keep doing damage, keep doing damage, pop healing strike, and as you can see, I go back up a little bit. So I'm gonna back up. As you can see, his cooldowns have reset, and we are going to get ready to pop ours as well. So we're going to drop that, and again, at this point, it's just Outlast. I've got some health steal, some health drain on my weapon, and we're going to be able to take him down no problem. This guy does have higher CP than me, but because I was able to dodge some abilities, very easy victory against a Spell Howler who can put out a lot of damage. So we jumped 40-something spots on that one. We're going to try to do the same thing, and again, I'm just going to shoot for the top guy right now on the list of people that I can attack. This is a person that is right around my CP, maybe a little bit less, and again, looks like a healer, perhaps. So I'm actually going to move a little bit and fire a couple shots, dodge the missile bolt there, and then after the missile bolt is dodged, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and lay into them. So as you can see, they're getting absolutely roasted, and while they're getting roasted, I'll just go ahead and pop this healing strike, be really discouraging, and we will get this person all the way down. You know, I'm not even equipped with a stun right now in the arena because I don't focus on PvP in the arena as something that really needs every little edge as possible. I'm not trying to be #1 in the world or anything like that. A lot of people take that very seriously, but there's some whales out there that I just can't compete with, so it's all good on that. But when we get to the point where Fortress Siege is happening, stuns and slows and sleeps and all that will be far more important to kind of incapacitate your target and take them out of battle. So right now, again, I'm just going to keep going for the top guy. This is Rundai. This is a rogue, and he will be doing really fast melee combat on me. So he's going to run in, try to dash in, try to get behind me, hey, and he'll do some damage here. So I'm actually going to pop my damage buff abilities. There's the dash we talked about. He puts me on my back, and I get the healing strike off right away to mitigate some damage. I haven't gotten off any cooldowns yet. Now's the time when I actually am just going to stand toe-to-toe, and a rogue cannot keep up with a Phantom Ranger in toe-to-toe damage here unless there's a lot of stuns, which he does have. But again, even though he's got more CP than me, I'm going to use my health drain to kind of replenish some of my battle, my health, go toe-to-toe with him, take him out. Not too shabby at all. I'm going to do like one more battle here, kind of get higher up on the leaderboard, and then we'll transition into some dungeons and show you guys what's up there. All right, so here we go. We're taking on 139 now, moving up the leaderboard really quickly. We've already gone up 100 spots, so really quickly, all the way the rankings work, all you have to do is defeat the person that you're going up against, and you take their position on the leaderboard. What in the world? Wow, this is really, really strange tactics so far from Alassi here. Runs away and then fires the missile bolt and misses. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to miss. And I'm going to pop the healing strike so we can end maybe at full health here. Oh, here comes the massive heal. Look at this. His hit points are going the wrong way. What is going on? Alassi is making a final stand. His ability is over right now, and it does look like this is going to be the final stand here. I'm going to use my Pierce ability here to end it, and boom, we send it through his heart, and that is that. So another corpse on the battlefield. The Punishers are coming for you. Anyways, guys, that is kind of the arena. Again, cruising up the rankings. I'm going to keep going, and I will cut to us doing some dungeons. All right, so 3, 2, 1, run and go kill boss.
Wow.
Dear God.
Nobody saw you except for the video.
Thank you for the content, Apa. You gotta love when you break down the detailed plan that it's imperative to follow. Everyone stand on the same tile, and when I say go, when I give the order, you run in counterclockwise fashion around a pillar that has nothing to do with the boss. Some people were just meant for digital clocks. So every single day we're also doing daily dungeons. I like to do something fun at the start of these sometimes, get the guys kind of cooperating together, moving in formation. You never know when that's going to be handy in Fortress Siege. I imagine we're going to break down into some smaller parties, coordinate our movements, work together with good synergy in the groups, such as healers, DPS, tanks, melee, mages, etc. Having good balance in all those groups. We're doing the same thing to practice in our dungeons. This is the Queen Ant's Nest, and it's really kind of cool when you do the harder version versions of Barkeron and Queen Ant right now. Those are the 2 dungeons that are available for the clan. When you do these on the normal and hard modes, they actually drop Forgotten Scroll pages, which are the formation of your rare abilities. So the more you do these, the more pages you get, the more members of your clan you can gear out with those rare skills that will set you apart from the other clans taking part in the Fortress Siege. What the heck? How? So speaking of those pages that you get from your dungeons on normal and hard mode, all you gotta do as a clan leader is you guys figure out some sort of system for who you're going to award those pages to. You go into your clan, and then in the storages, you can go see there's a whole bunch of pages here. We've got 6 Meteor Storms, which none of our guys actually have Meteor Storm yet, so it's gonna be really cool to see that one. It's an AoE Meteor Storm, go figure, and it does a ton of damage to everybody standing in a small radius in the same area. The other one that is very, very highly coveted is Healing Strike. Not only is that valuable for dungeons, but also in PvP, because when you have that big heal, especially when you're a DPS class, that can kind of put you over the edge when you're going head-to-head against somebody that either outmatches you or you are going up against another DPS class. You got that certain advantage when you have Healing Strike equipped. So that's going to do it for today's video on Lineage 2. Wanted to give you guys an update on our clan, the Punishers. We are on Kruma 2, and if you guys are on Kruma 2, make sure you get leveled up right now because the Punishers are coming. We're going to see you guys in the Fortress Siege. 30v30 PvP action. I know we're getting ready. We're practicing our battle axe. I don't think anybody actually uses an axe in this game, but, you know, screw it. I gotta get some wands or swords or something in here. Maybe a staff. I don't know. Anyways, Punishers are coming for you. 30v30 Fortress Siege going live soon. So if you guys are on the server, if you play Lineage 2 anywhere, make sure you guys are beefing up that gear, getting those Forgotten Scroll, rare abilities leveled up, and generally just kicking butt in the game because you're gonna have to bring it to beat the Punisher. I'm just joking. I'm just talking mad crap. Anyways, guys, thank you to Netmarble for sponsoring the episode. I'm out of here for now. This is Powerbang, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys. Take care.